Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Kyle. Some of you might know me as Kai. I am the owner of Atrium Creative Spaces, and I just thought I would do this little recap video in our new podcast studio to kind of catch you guys up on my journey and what I've been up to with this new company. I'd worked for many different companies, production companies in the past, kind of building my portfolio work. I worked in the Bay Area for a production company for a long time. I learned a lot of things, built my portfolio with them. And then I moved down south to LA for a while and worked with a startup. Learned a bunch down there, ended up moving back up here to Northern California. We started a little podcast studio in Folsom. I wanted to expand. I wanted to offer so much more than we could in that small space. So we started looking for other spaces. Quite the process, just a lot of different landlords and brokers, and trying to just find a space that would even work was pretty hard. And then we'd find a space that would work, and then how much does it cost to lease it? Is it something we can afford? Rules and regulations for whatever area that space was in. Ended up going out and getting my own LLC for Atrium. My fiance came up with the name Atrium. The logo is kind of a double meaning. It's roots and then also veins and a heart. So that's kind of where we got the idea behind that. And I got to work. I designed the logo, created a website. We ended up moving to Rancho Cordova is where we found our first spot. It was a 3,000 square foot warehouse with many office rooms, which was perfect because every room could be something, photography room, a recording studio with the full booth. We dealt with a broker at the time. We worked out a deal, the 3-year or 5-year lease. We signed that and immediately started moving in all the equipment and everything. It took us about 3 months to move into that spot. Just renovated the crap out of this building. It was not looking good when we got it. They were getting ready to do a ribbon cutting ceremony for us. We were going to be on the news, maybe Good Day Sacramento. It was pretty awesome. We were about a week away from our grand opening. We were going to have live performances and just have a big meet and greet, open house type thing. The first time I've actually kind of got this out in the air and kind of told people what had happened. We knew they were starting to be kind of concerned with the landlord. We started to get the feeling that the way this guy did business was kind of shady. There was some things going on. A little before that prior, we found in the front room where we were building the podcast room that there had been major leakage because no one had moved into the space in quite a long time. It had been sitting. And so brought a contractor in, and sure enough, there's, mold there. So reached out to the landlord. It was just like, hey, look, we've put a lot of work into the building. Can't have mold, big concern. We just want to get this fixed and continue on with our lease. And that was a huge problem with the landlord. He freaked out. The landlord came and blew up on us, totally unprofessional, demanded the keys, wanted us out. Everything was set up so professional, looked so beautiful. We were all so excited. I guess just huge misrepresentation from the broker and the landlord and just that whole management, commercial real estate company. They just handled the situation so bad, screwed us over big time. Basically, what took us over 3 months to set up, a week from our grand opening, we had a week to move out. And that was awful. That was very depressing. Yeah, I was very sad. And we had to demolish everything, all the work we put in. I was very sad I couldn't bring Alfonso's beautiful murals because they were hand painted on the walls. So that was just a huge setback. And that was last year. So I kind of took a step back and kept trying to figure out, okay, where do we go from here? How do we continue on after this? It was heartbreaking. I knew this is what I wanted to do, and I knew I could do it. And I've spent so many years mastering all these different services. This is just something I really wanted to do and was determined to do it. So put everything in storage, looking at other spaces, but we really just did not want to deal with another huge mess with, shady landlords and brokers and all that kind of stuff. Because it was a big loss. We took a big loss on that spot. All the money we put into it, all the work we put into it, the time. And then we had just a great idea to build our own atrium. And we found the property, got the kind of blueprints and plans on what we wanted and what would be enough space, a sufficient amount of space. Obviously wasn't going to be able to be 3,000 square feet like our last one. On the property, there was a lot of shrubs and bushes and trees. And it was gonna need to be to get the space for our production studio to sit on. We needed to clear some of that And so I was out there with a chainsaw and just hacking away. Eventually it was like, okay, we're gonna need professional help. So found these awesome guys on Facebook. Basically, yeah, do landscaping, cement work, and build buildings. And so reached out to them. Basically, once the frame and the shell was all done, I came in here, started doing insulation, got the flooring. Pete came in with his guys and they did the drywall. His electrician came in, did electrical. They did a bunch of things, honestly, to kind of finish up the space. Once that was all complete, I kind of did the finishing touches as far as painting the place, sanding and staining the beams. Dustin got to work building some new panels. We got everything out of storage and we set up shop. I'm currently in the Atrium right now, and it's awesome. I love the spot. I love the space. Everyone that comes here, we did a little grand opening, and I had Adrian Ballou perform. He's just a world-class musician, insane guitar player. It was awesome. So yeah, did a little grand opening, and everyone loves the space. It's perfect. We have a recording studio with some awesome equipment. We're running the Neve 1073 SPX preamp, which is, if you know audio, that's just the best of the best, industry standard, amazing sounding preamp with a Neumann U87 microphone. We have that paired up with an RME interface. We run Pro Tools, Logic. We have all the plugins. Over here where I'm sitting is the podcast studio where we run 4 pod mics. We have a Rodecaster. We have a 65-inch TV monitor where you can put your logo up on there. The Rodecaster takes callers, sound effects. It's awesome. And we have this little spot over here. And then we also have a photography area where we have backdrops, any color that you might want. And we have the green screen and then all the lighting that I had already mentioned previously, like a 3-piece softbox kit, panel lights, RGB lights, pretty much any light that you might want to, if you're doing photography or even video work, just the perfect amount of space to bring your vision to life. And then we have a rehearsal room, rehearsal space, a live space. Trussing, full DMX lighting. We have a full PA system by Electro Voice, 212s, the 18-inch sub. The DMX lighting is fully controllable. The live music area is awesome. It's sweet. Perfect for rehearsals, music videos, or even, doing a live concert that we can broadcast on YouTube. Yeah, we can broadcast your music performances, which we are going to be bringing back Citrus Podcast. That's my podcast, your fresh squeeze of music, art, and culture, where I'm going to have some awesome guests on. And after each episode, we will have a live performance, and it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. What's next? What's next with Atrium? We now have hoodies. We also just got hats. They are snapbacks with our company color, like an olive green. And it's got our logo in a 3D puff embroidery, and super cool. We also got new shirts in. Got the icon logo now, and the back has the text logo, just like our original shirt and just like our new hoodies we got for the winter season. Do also have zip ups and then polos that are embroidered. So if you're trying to support Atrium and you want to rep some of our gear, just let me know. We got a bunch of new things in, so I'm really excited for that. We will be posting a video soon of us making everything, because we do product creation as well here at Atrium. So not only can we do design work for you, but we can also create the products as well. Screen printing, embroidery, direct to garment, as well as stickers, keychains, pins, all that kind of stuff. We do all of that here at Atrium. Again, my name is Kyle. Some of you know me as Kai. I am the owner of Atrium Creative Spaces. We're located here in the greater Sacramento area. If you like anything that you heard and you need any of our services, or even want to come check out the studio, you can give us a call at 916-287-0320. You can shoot us an email at info@atriumcs.com, or even go check out our website, www.atriumcs.com. Thank you guys for listening, checking us out. I appreciate all the recent support with Atrium Creative. Been growing like crazy thanks to you guys sharing all the videos and content, showing people that we got this new studio up and running with a variety of services. So it's just so awesome. I'm looking forward to 2025. It's going to be a great year. Everything that we've overcome to get this studio up and running. A studio space, we were a week away from our grand opening, and we had to move out and basically start from scratch. And now we're here. It's just such a blessing, and we look forward to hearing about your project, your vision, what you had in mind, and how we can bring that to life.